Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:24 a.m.
Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Monday, August 21st.
Good morning. Day 101 of my health and fitness transformation. Got a bit of a breeze this morning. More to come. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my health and fitness transformation. This is day 101. Today, guys, decided to kind of go over some of the things that I've been putting in my body in order for me to continue to get health benefits and try to sustain my 36 hours and my fasting periods. So some of the stuff, guys, you're familiar with. Everything that I use is not on this table, but so during my fasting period, guys, 36 hours, I tried my best not to eat. So what I usually do is I'll have me a lot of water for one. I'll drink a lot of water. Sometimes I'll drink water and it'll have like a lemon or lime juice in it and apple cider vinegar. Or sometimes I'll have a cup of coffee, guys. If I don't like it black, sometimes I'll put just a cap full or two of maybe a creamer just to kind of take the edge off of it. But that's how I'm sustaining during my 36 hours of fasting. Just depends on what it is. When I go through periods of where I'm hungry or whatnot, sometimes I'll have some soup broth or bone broth or that type of thing to kind of get me over the hump in that period of time from the 36. Like I said, my 36s sometimes look more like 42s because I'm doing IF when I'm doing most of this. So with my IF, I don't do any feasting, guys, until that period of time. Since I'm on OMAD, 1 meal a day, that would include, substantive things like balanced diet plates and eating different meals and stuff like that. But during the period of time in between that, to sustain me, sometimes I'll have juices, juice smoothies, and what I'll do is sometimes I'll have mostly my base is carrot based. I don't have my greens here, but I usually will go with some spinach, or I like collard green. Collard green, guys. I was going through stuff like when you make the juice smoothies with kale. I didn't like kale. Certain greens that I didn't like, turnips and all that type of green. But I found that I could easily take in collard greens. Collard green juice smoothies have been the base of my juice smoothies. So in those juice smoothies, sometimes, guys, to give it a little variation, I'll have a mixture. You might have seen some of my mixtures on some of my videos, and it usually includes a piece of pineapple, or it'll have a couple of grapes in it, or a piece of banana, and it'll have stuff in it like turmeric, and also we'll put some apple cider vinegar in it, as well as some type of lime or lemon juice, and also, guys, ginger. So I use just a little bit of ginger. This formula, guys, I got from Joe Cross when he was doing the Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead videos. So it's just something that I've come across, and then through trial and error, I've tried a lot of different juice smoothies. I've put a little this and that, and I've tried all kinds of stuff, and I've come to a point where I can sustain off of a base of a carrot base and a green base juice, and they do have the variations. Like I said, I don't have all the ingredients up here. Sometimes I'll put a piece of apple. Sometimes it'll be a pear, some pear, and hopefully, guys, if I have it, mostly I like to use the fresh ingredients. Not always, guys. So sometimes I'll go with canned water-based juices, not the syrup-based. Syrup-based fruits. Sometimes I'll get like peaches, or just depends on what it is. Sometimes I like to put a mango in my drink mixes, and like I told you, I usually go like a 80-20 or 80-10%, meaning there's no more than 10% of fruits in my smoothies, and 80% are going to be vegetable based. And so that's how I do my juicing for that. So what I find is when I juice smoothie, the juice smoothies help to keep me clean and clear in my body. I've also had utilize some of the things like the turmeric, and some of these ingredients on here are good for inflammation. Ginger and that type of stuff is good for inflammation. So I've been utilizing those ingredients inside of my juice smoothies to help me out, and they seem to work. I can't give you no factual claims that that's the case, but I know what it does for me. And I don't know, your blood seems different when you do a lot of the water fasting, or you do some of the juice smoothie fasting, or pure juices, guys. I have a pure juicer, but my problem is it's not economically sound for me, because it takes a lot of vegetables and fruits to make pure juice, and pure juice is better. It definitely does a lot. You can feel a big difference if you're able to pure juice your fruit and vegetables. I would prefer that. It's just economically not sound for me. So I use the juice smoothies with the pulp, and usually water mixed, in order for me to have a source of juicing to help me through my fasting periods. So I will fast based on juice smoothies alone sometimes, guys, or I will fast based on water based. And some of my fasting guys have gone from 3 to 7 days, 40 days. I've done 100 and I think the longest, I can't remember the exact amount of time. I want to say 100 and it's close to 140 days, somewhere around in that area of just juicing, where I have juice smoothies and bone broth, and that will get the weight off of you guys. But I will tell you, if you get to a point where you revert back to your old habit, which I did, on occasions that I've done it, not because it's something that you will do. I think it's a good booster to get you started on the journey of health and fitness. And you'll either think, and you'll definitely think about becoming a vegetarian or a vegan during that period of time. I like meat too much to do that, but one of the things too, guys, is like I told you, you have to change your mentality, and this is where I'm at right now. I'm trying to do it this time as well. Change the mentality on how you eat and what you eat. and what you put into your body. And you do have cravings. And when I have those cravings, guys, I take care of it. I go ahead and I'll take, I'll have a hamburger, I'll have something like that to just get it out of the way. And then I'll return back to what it is. But just depends on if I'm fasting. That's only during my feasting times. But if I'm fasting, I usually just stick to what I'm sticking to. It's water, coffee, stuff that will allow me to make it through a fast. So fasting. I'm not a doctor or any type of guru or any type of advocate on any of this stuff, guys. This is just what has worked for me and has been working. Sometimes when you go through the full fasting, where you're doing it for long periods, you do have the ability to drop weight fast. And that's sort of a benefit, if you like that. And I do like it when you get into it. You guys, it's not, you think that you're starving. You think that you're going to have these awful cravings and stuff like that. And it's just not the case. It hasn't been the case for me. It's just a matter of once you get over the hump. For me, it's 7 to 10 days, and I get past the 7 to 10 days because you're gonna when you go through cleanses, and also, guys, I'll do a cleanse every once in a while, day or two cleanse, where I'll just have water and I'll have lime juice with a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, and I'll try to cleanse my system out periodically. But you don't. Once you get past a certain period, and I know a lot of people, do fasting out there. So guys, chime in and leave a comment if you will, if you experience some of these things. But, once you get started, you usually are not, you don't starve, and you don't feel hunger and all that type of stuff. At least I don't, at least the way I'm doing it, because, I'm still doing an IF period. So, for instance, I'm doing OMAD now, but I was doing 16/8, which would allow for 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of feasting. And in that 8-hour period of feasting, if you break it up or whatever, not that you eat if you're committed to a fast, but during that time you go through the 8 hours of what you would think would be your normal times of eating, and so you may have coffee, and then if you get a little hungry or whatever, you'll have some bone broth or some chicken broth or something that's watered down. Just nothing big, guys. It's not going to hurt you. Or you'll have that, or you'll have a juice smoothie, make a juice smoothie to sustain you, and you'll keep going until you reach your goal. One of the things with me and fasting or juice cleansing, juice smoothie cleansing and stuff, is that your body goes through these the first part of the period of getting rid of toxins that are in your body, and you'll feel them and you can taste them in your mouth, and you'll have sometimes you'll have mouth sores or tongue sores, or sometimes you'll have it's the toxins that are being expelled out of your body. And so that's just it, and it doesn't last that long. It's awful if you haven't done it, or you don't ramp on. Some people ramp on by doing just cleanses first, and before they start to do the juicing, the juices and stuff. Some of the toxins, some of these elements of the the acidity of some of these fruits and things that you use will cause your mouth to have sores sometimes, or you'll have just little different things like headaches and stuff like that early on. That usually only lasts about 2 or 3 days, and then funny enough, it starts to clear up, and then you'll go, the longer you're able to do a juice cleanse or a water cleanse or water fasting, you'll find other benefits. Your energy gets better, your skin and stuff, you'll see it in your skin. It's like, if you look at the pictures of your before and your after, you see you seem to have more blood rushing through your tissue, and you just seem, and you look, and you are a bit healthier. So that's the benefit of why I do some of that. But on this 36 period, guys, that I do, which was introduced to me by my brother, is that, instead of it's all called alternate fasting, then you'll go 36 hours. Like I say, in my case, it's 36 to 42 hours of not eating, and maybe water fasting or juice fasting, some coffee, a little bit of bone broth. That what you'll find is, when you get to the end of that, and you start to be able to feast, that it becomes like a normal. It's not like you don't feel like you have to go a full duration of 3 days straight without eating, or 7 days, or whatever your time period is, but it's still fasting. So, and then also, guys, when you're going through this, when you come off of your feasting, if you're eating regular foods, not so much so, so when you go off of a 7 to 10 day or more, you have to kind of gradually get back into eating 2 and 3, 4 days, depending on how your system is. Whereas the 36 allows for you to, it doesn't hurt your stomach as much. At least it hasn't been the case for me. And it's like I can eat, but I don't, you're not eating like fried chicken, and not even hamburgers and that type of stuff. You're just eating balanced diets, vegetables and protein and whatever you have that you eat in size proportions. So, that's how it's done. At least that's how I've been doing it, guys. So, I did a weigh-in, and my weigh-in showed, I want to say 24.2 pounds, or 24.7 pounds. I don't know what was on the scale, but it's around the 24 pound range. And so that's been intentional, guys, basically because, even throughout the 100 days period, I questioned myself. I was like, okay, well, do you, especially because I have so much weight on me, do you want to lose weight fast, or do you want to lose weight in such a way that it's going to gradually come off of you, and you get into a normal habit of how you eat and how you lose the weight and how you get down, which means it takes longer to do that. And that's what I chose to do, especially at this junction of where I'm at. So, that might change depending on how I feel as I go forward. We have passed the 100-day mark, and so now we're going to reevaluate a lot of this stuff. This is the basis, so this will be my basis from here on till whenever eternity comes, I guess, because it's people say you go through, you need to go through a total change, or it becomes a lifestyle. This has to become a habit. So it becomes a lifelong habit. And so I'm forming, and I'm trying to build lifelong, habitual type eating regimens or eating abilities. And so this is the basis of what I utilize. And same thing with a fasting system or an intermittent fasting system. Some people want to look at it as, well, those are fads and things of that and the other. And it's not a fad to me. It may be fad, it may be categorized as a fad, but I just know the kind of health benefits I get from choosing to eat this way or do it this way, as opposed to other ways. It works for me. I find my way in it. I'm not going to say that it'll work for you, and I'm not here pushing it that way. I'm just here to kind of give an overview of what it is that I do and how I've been doing it. So long term, trying to understand that I get a base of this is just like a base of exercise. So what I'm learning in this go round is stop looking at the numbers in terms of you know, you do need to start thinking about it as this is a life changing effort, and it's going to be a life type of thing. And once I settle into that, or I'm getting into that, I get used to the thought of, okay, well, I'll be, you know, juice smoothing it and stuff, and I'll be, you know, just shy of becoming a vegetarian, or you know, I'm not eating as much as I used to, and I can't eat all the things that I used to. But that's why I said I like intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting allows you to eat. So it does allow you to eat, guys. You just have to be sensible in the portions of what you eat and what you put in your body, and also the regularity of what you do. If you go off the rails, you know, you know, as being a person that is obese, you know, things that you get used to, like eating big old giant ice creams, or giant bacon sandwiches, and just all that type of stuff, that kind of, you know, goes away. And I think you know, you feel better for it. You know, you can live in portion sizes, and that's what I always think about, how people who are so-called have regular bodies and, you know, live and things like that, and if you know people like that, you know how they eat and stuff, or things that you would think, well, you're not eating enough, you know, because you're used to eating a lot. And so, but you have to start adapting some of those. I have to start adapting some of those type of characteristics, so to speak. So, guys, I'm beginning to ramble. So I just wanted to be able to present this on this day. This is day 101, which like I said, we're going through a period of thought and reevaluation and understanding, so that we can move from day one, this is day one again. It's 101. This is day one, and move forward from day one on and see what that period is going to look like. We've already had 100 days of the first period, so now leveling up. Let's see what that's going to be like. So, guys, thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate it, and you know, do all the things that you do based on YouTube. Hopefully that will help my channel, guys. You know what those things are. So, you know, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notifications, and I would appreciate it. So with that, guys, I'm done for today. Have a positive day and enjoy your day, and see you in the next video. And thank you for coming. Okay, guys, this is day 101. So I'm gonna take a long route around, go around the park to get my mail today. So, guys, yeah, today I basically did an overview of the foods and things that the way I am doing my 36s, my fasting, and what I used during that period of time. So I'm going to put that in the front of this video today, just to do something different. And hopefully if you've gotten to this point, you've seen it by now. So that's pretty much what it is. So I wanted to get a little exercise in today. I had a lot to do this morning, so a lot to do all the way up until now. So I just wanted to take a break and come out and get me some fresh air and also get some exercise in before the day got away from me. So yeah guys, I'm thinking about what's gonna happen going forward. I did a weigh-in for day 100. So if you see that weigh-in, guys, you know that we have some numbers going down. And also, you know that we have a long way to go. But we'll take it. And guys, you know, I'm not so hung up on the pounding right now. I don't care if it's 2 pounds, 1 pound, or even 0 pounds. Hopefully that's not the case. But the numbers don't really matter at this point due to the amount of weight that needs to be disposed of and taken care of. So it's going to take time. We're going to do that. We're going to work on it, and we're going to get there eventually. So just stay tuned for that. We'll get it in line sooner or later. And yeah, so just wanted to add a little bit of that towards the end of my video. If you watched my full video, you saw the posting of that. So yeah, so pretty much that's it, guys. We'll be trying to do a little bit more in different ways. So guys, have any topics that you might want me to cover, or you have any types of exercises that you might want to recommend, go ahead and do so. I would appreciate it. And I might work it into my regimen, you know. So that's a whole different subject right now, but it's you know, we're trying to explore new ways to continue this journey. So that's one part of it. I'm in the phase of continuance and learning more about YouTube and how to produce videos and such. So that's that. You know, hopefully I'll get better at doing that. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna end up trying to focus more on thinking through my content by consuming other people's content, so that I can kind of get ideas going forward, guys. When you do YouTube, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes to come up with new ideas, but you still, even though I'm doing it in a vlog situation, you know, I still want to try to build this channel out and see what we can do going forward. Hopefully the goal is not to bore you guys to death, but to give you some relevance in terms of what it is you're gonna watch happen to me as I go through this transformation. So yeah, so that's pretty much where my mindset is after 100 days. So this is day 101. We are headed over the hill, headed to the next chapter, and we'll see what that will bring for us. So hopefully you guys are good in your journeys as well. Guys, if you are on a journey like the one that I'm on and I'm trying to get and do, please guys, comment below and tell me about it. You know, let's start a conversation. I definitely appreciate those of you who do comment. It's very good motivation. I appreciate your well wishes and everything that's going on right now. So guys, you know, those are some of the things that we're working towards going into the next 100 days, or
however long. We know it's going to take more than that. So everything is relevant. So let me talk to you in a minute. So yeah. So, you know, you might have noticed that some of my videos are being posted a day later. Still having the phone issues that I've had ongoing, but I'm determined right now to try to make do with what I have. Trying to keep from having to buy a new phone. Not saying that I won't buy one if I need one, but right now I just don't feel like I need to. Just having to learn how to clear up some space and get rid of some stuff to make this thing possible. Sometimes it takes a little longer than what I wanted to do to be, and hopefully, you know, it won't continue to be that way as I keep working at it going forward. So anyway, guys, just wanted you to know that hopefully, guys, you're enjoying what you're seeing. You know, talk to me about what you think so far. Appreciate you, and we'll talk to you on another day. Thank you for watching my channel.